ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Go.
They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Lindsay. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On the double. 54, right there. 54 Mike. 22-jet bomber. 23-jet bomber. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm going to run you over. Hey, check 20. Pilot, 64. Weak. Hey, Delta. 54. Mike 54. Quick toss. Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
X3, 218, chop, hold.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Protein spill. Check 13.
They start the drive with Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Come get some. He don't want it.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Watch the pass. Can.
On 3rd down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a 1st down. Lock now on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 45 on second down, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silent.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Take it at the 37.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Go, tackle, let's go, we got this. Get it.
Faking the give to Lindsey, here's Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
He's got his tight end Fant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ready? 70, Indy. Watch the screen.
On first down, It's Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 14 yards, and the Broncos push further out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's Cousins, and it is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
30 base. 54. Got to do better.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Hey, Wahoo. And get him.
Play action. Now it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, Haywood! Right there, 54, right there, 54. Shoot!
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 74 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Come, baby. Woo! Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Get up. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. General West. They go.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. What's the curl? Mike 55, Mike 55. Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 71 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like Fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
McManus now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Switch gears, switch gears. 6-6, pull it high. Twist.
On second down, it's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 50, check 50.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, we're good.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Cousins now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, Cousins. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try by Bailey. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Vikings 14. Dan Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A lot going to throw it here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
You ready? 55, my God, 55. I got you, pump. 5.
And they will take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.